As a descendant of 3 generations of first responders, Dennis Amodio spent his professional life balancing investor return and supporting meaningful philanthropic goals with morals, founded in service through his company's global investments.
I come from a family of civil servants. My father and both my grandfathers were firemen. Obviously, 2001 wasn't the greatest year for my family and I. Growing up in firehouse, literally sleeping in firehouses as a kid, probably not allowed, but we did it anyway. You grow to know these people as your uncles. You know, when you hear that there's a catastrophe like the World Trade Center, they're all there. So, I mean, we went, you know, and I don't remember that I spoke to my father before I got to New York. I don't think he was taking any calls at that point, but we somehow found each other, and I volunteered with the fire department.
Years later, after spending more than 2 decades on Wall Street, Dennis is now the managing member of the private equity firm Pinnacle Management Group. Somewhere in his up-and-coming journey, Dennis noticed some patterns that he never thought could be traced back to the disaster that occurred during 9/11.
Fast forward, you know, I'm doing contract work for oil companies. We're traveling back and forth from the Caribbean, and I keep getting sick. Probably from the start of complaining till 8 years later, we found out I had cancer. And, you know, you hear that word, I mean, it's hard. And we're in the middle of starting these businesses. Legacy Aviation's been around for a year or 2. I started flying private because it was really the only way I'd find I could travel for work and not get sick. You know, I was doing some consulting work with real estate developers in Houston, and we flew from Miami. I'm thinking, oh, here we go. I'm gonna get on a plane, I'm gonna get sick again, and it didn't happen. And my wife, that's when, you know, we're jokingly saying, I said, I think it's because I'm flying private. And, you know, then I got home to, you know, a day later or whatever, and I'm thinking, here we go, I'm gonna get sick. And it didn't happen. And I was like, interesting.
This unforeseen discovery will soon open doors for PMG and Legacy Aviation that will lead to amazing heights. And now PMG has started to scale with focused investments in aerospace, marine systems, technology, logistics, and ultra-premium luxury services. We
started in a concierge business as basically an add-on to the Legacy platform. We very quickly realized that there's a market for this. You know, these people aren't traveling in a bubble, they're going somewhere. These people are Fortune 500 CEOs. They've got, you know, entourages that are traveling with them because they're still working. You know, it's not just luxury, logistics. You're going from multiple homes. You have to have backup plans. They need to make sure the internet's working. What if it breaks? You know, these guys can't be down for 48 hours while somebody figures it out. I think where we really found some runway here to, you know, accelerate quickly was that we were creating a oversight management for them, where even if we were using one of the providers that they already were comfortable with, that we were taking the responsibility and the risk. You know, that's a double-edged sword, obviously, but it's paid off for us because we are pretty good at it. And we started with our own travel, started doing it with, you know, we were lucky enough to get a couple of athletes right out of the gate that I knew personally. You know, we went from US and Caribbean centric to venturing out into Europe, Africa, Asia. You know, at this point, we're now global. As long as there's a runway that we can fly safely, and there's aircraft that are capable of doing the mission, we'll do it.
With the virtues Dennis got from his family, he makes sure to lead by example when it comes to making a positive change wherever he may go.
I think it would be a misstep or a lost opportunity if you didn't try to leave the place, as people say, better than you found it. And in our case, we raise awareness as much as we can. You get these opportunities for people that can make a big financial difference. And we were talking about this last night, having a client that planning a pretty substantial trip in Africa, and it's all about enjoyment, and he gets there, and within 2 days is like, wait a minute. You see the commercials on TV, but when you actually go there and you see how nice these people are, and you see the need, and you know that for the amount of money you could have spent on a 2-day activity, you could feed a village. Well, that changes people's perspective.
As the fruitful years pass by, the memories and the effects of 9/11 will remain in Dennis's heart. With this, he makes sure to continuously give tribute to the heroes of that tragic event.
And if I can raise awareness for the firefighters that I know that did a lot more than I did on or before or after 9/11, that are still getting sick. The fact that we recently had to donate money to buy a fire truck for funerals, to me, is unacceptable. PMG and its subsidiary companies have entered into a multi-year agreement with Tunnel to Towers Foundation. Tunnel to Towers and its donors have delivered paying off more than 1,000 mortgages for fallen soldiers and first responders. We're focusing on these families that are still dealing with health challenges related to 9/11, as well as the aftermath, the children that don't have parents. We recently created a new platform, Getaway to Give. We created this concept in conjunction with Tunnel to Towers, giving us basically an ability to give clients access to premium products and allowing them the ability to make donations based on the products that they buy already. For as long as we have the ability to do it, we're going to. And we're going to pick charities and places to do where we do business. We're going to invest in those people.